#1 source for the sports gamer.
Welcome back, sports gamers. It's The Natural, here to break down all the latest Madden 17 info and give you my thoughts and experience with each of the new features. With Madden 17, EA Sports is bringing big changes to the franchise mode. The 4 biggest changes center around new franchise options like play the moments, big decisions, game planning, and features that were added by community requests. Getting right into play the moments, the new play the moments feature allows players to semi-sim their games and only play crucial in-game moments before you start the game. You can choose to play the moments offense only, defense only, or the full game. If you choose to play the moments, Madden sims the game until it detects a key moment and then prompts you to jump in and play, or you can skip it. You can switch modes throughout the game if you want. The play the moments show up in all 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. Now, as someone who only plays in online CFMs, I love this feature because I'm not a fan of really playing the CPU. I like to play versus users, so it allows me to play the game on offense and defense while not having to play every second of it. Now, we work with EA on making this prompt more often and giving players more chances to decide if they want to play or skip. The best part of this is that it's completely optional, so if you want to play the full game like normal, it's fine, you can do that. But if you want to use play the moments, you can do it in 3 different speeds: normal, super fast, or slow. Slow slows the game down and lets players watch each play unfold on the field using the broadcast camera. So guys who enjoy building a team and then simming games will love this. They can actually watch their squad battle it out versus the CPU. Super simming also has been improved to give more realistic stats and not cause as many unrealistic injuries. I want to take a little credit for that one, making it in. Alright, anyway, let's move on. Game planning, the new feature is aimed at allowing players to prep for their upcoming opponents. The game picks plays that the CPU or human opponents have a tendency to use. Your practices that week will be based around your opponent's tendencies. Winning bronze, silver, or gold medals will determine what XP and in-game boosts your players get in that week's game. This is where the game planning actually means more than in past years. Based upon your choices, it gives you boosts for that situation. Going up versus a heavy blitzer, go with the blitz counters and give your linemen a pass block boost for that week. I love how this new feature ties practice into real game effectiveness. Personally, I always did my own type of game planning, looking at the other team's roster, looking at the type of stats they have, but I love that they've actually made it a part of the game, which is really cool. Player Focus picks 3 players who get more XP points than anyone else, so you can develop them quicker. The CPU will select only who they think you should develop, but you can always swap them out and change it. For me, I kept 2 young players I want to develop into superstars while swapping out the other slot from week to week depending. When game planning, you can choose to build upon what you do well, form a strategy to counter your opponents, or focus on game plans that give you XP to positions you need. As a defensive guy, I tested focus on taking away my opponent's strengths, but will need more time with the game to test the others. Of course, we'll have a thorough breakdown of each of these as we get more time with the game. Big decisions are one of the best new additions to CFM and make you feel like a real NFL coach or GM. It affects how your team handles injuries, free agency, trades, and even spending XP. Depending on where your player was injured, it affects the corresponding rating. Like a leg injury will affect the player's speed, agility, acceleration, while arm injury will affect throwing power or accuracy. Depending on the injury, some players can play through it or not. A pocket passing quarterback with a leg injury may be able to come back early and play injured since it doesn't affect his throwing, but if he does get hit and hurt again, he'll be out even longer. So being able to play with lingering injuries adds a layer of strategy to dealing with injuries that didn't exist previously. The big decisions now make it easy to see what players to sign, cut, bid on, and who got the most XP. So this is really taking what's already there and putting in a better interface to view and make decisions upon these facts. So EA listened to the fans this year and added a number of features to franchise mode that players have been requesting. The Around the League score ticker will now display a ticker at the bottom showing you what's going on around the league. You will see scores, stats from the other games in the league, and even updates on the progress of your goals. This is a cool feature that I know my online CFM guys will love. Full player editing. The commissioner of the league gets power to customize nearly everything about each player in the game. Everything means everything. player looks, ratings, traits, contract infos. So commissioners can edit and rework contracts, but it's not open to the players currently for those asking about restructuring and reworking contracts. But this full player editing is awesome. You can go in there and you can even edit rookies that are coming in. So they don't have custom draft classes in, but this is a way for people who don't mind putting the time in to go in there, and commissioner go in there and rework the entire draft class to make it fit what's a real life draft class that's coming in. This is a really awesome underrated feature that I don't see enough people talking about. Full player editing is a big step in the right direction. Practice squads. Madden 17, a 10-man practice squad starting in week 4 of the preseason is now in the game. Instead of cutting players, you can move eligible ones to the practice squad, and you can develop these guys as the season progresses. Only players with less than 2 years of NFL experience are allowed on the squad. Just like in real life, anyone on the practice squad can be signed to another team. I know people have been asking this for a while, and it does exist in real life NFL. I just don't see it having a major impact in online CFMs. For the offline franchise guys, this is a great feature, but for any serious online CFM, no one will be stashing any player worth anything because he will quickly be signed by another team. So this is a cool feature, but online CFM, there's too much poaching going on for this to ever be something serious and a game changer. The dynamic development trait is a really cool feature, so no player is stuck as a slow developing player. If he has an amazing season, that player can actually go up in development level. This is a real cool addition, and I really like this. And it actually does not lock you in so much to the draft where everyone's just looking for, the quick developing guys or the fast developing guys. Now you can actually take a guy with good skills that's slow developing and develop him into a better player. Now on the other side of the coin, if a player regresses mid or in season, you will now receive a detailed report on what's happened to the player in question. This is awesome, so you won't get blindsided by the "he dropped the what speed" moments in the offseason like you did in past Maddens. The player card improvements. The new player cards show your player's progression history, where the XP came from, when ratings have been impacted, and how the player ranks within the league and more. So something else that was already in the game, but they're improved the UI to show you more data. They're just trying to give more customization and more data to the players so they can make better decisions on their team. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn those notifications on for more Madden 17. We'll have Madden 17 gameplay. Yes, gameplay coming to you soon, so stay tuned. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. The link's in the description below. This is the Natural Sports Gamers Online. I'm out.